University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Eagles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here we go. 22-90 mountain. 22-90 mountain. Chip. Return.
Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Lobos have their offense in high gear.
Hydro. Ready. Sweep. Q. Where did he go?
To the air on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Slide. Stretch down. Ready. Blue 30. Level. Square. Go.
Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Helms. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads quickly, breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Eagles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
Flag 14! Flag 14!
Motion from the wide receiver.
Blue idiot!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Makes a catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Miller. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads it left. Got the tight end outside. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. Now, as a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These 2 guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Fires to the wideout. Caught. They will score! Touchdown, New Mexico!
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How about the eye-hand coordination by the tight end there? That ball was not put on his body, wasn't put on his face mask, but he's able to stick out the big hand and pluck it right out of the air.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 50.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hands it off. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Could be an alley. And explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Quarterback making adjustments.
28-29 Bills. 28-29 Bills. Go!
The give to the tailback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Wide. 53. Wide. Return. Go.
Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeps it on the bootleg. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Dallas. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22.
14.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Let it go.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He wants to take the top off. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Smashes through the tackle. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Tennessee taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Volunteers who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0, but if they can close this out, they've accomplished something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bradshaw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Hauls it in with one hand. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
2 hands is coached. 1 hand optional. What a great one-handed staff.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. At the 40 there. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Eagles. They take the lead with the 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. Makes the grab down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's exactly what they were looking for on this play. They draw up the wheel route. They get the matchup they want. Watch the running back come right off of it, start to wheel out to the flats. Great throw, and that dude just starts to turn the afterburners on. Big passing play for this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds us back in the middle. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Deadlocked here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working that right sideline to perfection for the big completion.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. Finding some room. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Eagles. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. So now things a bit harder after that delay of game penalty, and now you got to worry about getting it out of the shadow of your own goalpost. And the Lobos backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He's looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Lobos want to crank the tempo. Quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Might be changing the route.
Check, check. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Hydro. Go.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15.
20. Sweep, sweep. Here we go. Ready. Line 88. Q. Ready, go.
Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the move. Got a little grass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Lobos! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it. Once you get close to that red area, man, you get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. When you've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's giving this defense all they can handle.
35, set to kick off.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
I really like the third down plan here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the 4th down.
Hauls it in at the 25. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Lobos come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Ready? Wide 53.
He leaves it with his back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Flag 14. Flag 14.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the 1st down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
Defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires left. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
What a big, aggressive play call on 4th down for this offense. Defenses, you're taught to put your feet by the sticks. Don't give up that 1st down. Nice job by the offense saying, okay, if you're going to do that, we're going to throw the football down the field over your head. They get aggressive on 4th down, and they get rewarded.
Touchdown, New Mexico! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got his man out of the backfield. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Johnson looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Working that left side now. Bust through behind his pad. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Lost to throw again. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I know you want to make a play. You're down. You're trailing. It's getting late in the game. But he has to understand, when nothing's there, I can't take a sack. The clock is my enemy.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Finds his man. Just steamrolling the defense. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced. They might need to get a little pass happy and a little bit more aggressive after this.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, third down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go!
Looking for room. It's Humphrey. There's some room. And that is how we will wrap this one up. You want to talk about building